ban here for Froggen. It's actually interesting. The Twisted Fate used to be banned against him every single game. That's been gone away for a while. Instead, the lineups continue and have been rounded out. Caitlyn on the one side for FlyQuest, and of course, there's Ashen for Keith. And the Orianna Victor matchup, I feel like I've seen that a million times as well.
Yeah, definitely have. And Froggen has taken over some games on the Victor. I think he certainly can be that carry style player. I like FlyQuest's composition quite a bit here. I think that they have more powerful bot lane. They have really strong early jungler. They have great AoE damage and team fighting with the Zyra, the Gragas, and the Orianna. I just think across the board they have a very solid composition. Obviously, Echo Fox is not really a slouching team here either as far as their composition, but I think it's going to be tough for them when their bot lane is already struggling so heavily, and I favor FlyQuest's 2v2 pretty heavily.
Sure, and speaking of 2v2s, I actually like their top lane 2v2 as well. Balls is going to really want Ninja Tabby, physical damage top and jungle. They're even both auto attack focused, which makes it even better. And yeah, I feel like Balls will have a decent time against the matchup he's in. By contrast, Moon deals magic damage, so Looper, if he does get Ninja Tabby himself, still takes full damage from Gragas, and sometimes that matters. That 20% damage difference from the second member of the team can turn a lot.
It really can, and I think just in general, when you have already a CC top laner and then CC coming out of your jungler as well, it's very risky to bully a lane. Like when you're playing Renekton, you want to shove them up, you want to pressure them, but if you get too far up, you get stunned up by Camille, easy follow-up for Gragas, or vice versa, and you're probably going to go down.
Yeah, and as soon as it's level 6, you are not slice and dicing out of that pit. You have no knockback that's gonna get you. So fun game to watch out for. Of course, FlyQuest still fighting out around the 6th place spot to get themselves into playoffs. Echo Fox need to grab a couple of wins to make sure they do not fall into the promotion tournament as game 1 is underway.
Playing very well around the summer disadvantage, and it's right back up now.
Looper's coming in, level advantage, a lot of damage out from Moon. Whoa, he misplayed it! He did an explosive cast go far enough high, thought he was gonna come in. The first blood, not gonna come through to Looper though. Dangerously close now, Froggen on the chase, but he is in a 1v3. Ulti's in, looks for balls. Not going to be the easiest to kill up Camille as they flash forward on this one. The ulti's in, they can't get the damage, and Balls donates first blood over to Froggen. I think he could have run away with it. Performances this year, he's had some great ones with some kind of head scratches, but this could be a game where he and Froggen kind of together can win this game.
Yeah, definitely, and I think the Rift Herald is pretty undervalued at times. It's not that the buff isn't powerful, it's that, oh god.
Oh, he didn't get any plants down for the initial spawns. Lemon just never hits W the entire time, gets the kill anyway. The Ignite is on despite the flash. Looper, well, head scratch moment, that's one right there. Solo kill, the one and only FlyQuest's support. I agree with you in general, turret for turret and the farm for farm the way it is. Well, and Ball's running away. Froggen does have flash, goes for the Q. He's quick, he's looking for it, he's not an, oh, he does get it actually. The laser comes through, nicely done by Froggen. Gets his beat and gets into that one. But of course, mid lane outer has been killed and FlyQuest still pushing much faster.
I would certainly agree with you if I was ignoring the team comps, but Lemon may get picked up, nice shot.
Ooh, wow, the burst is there. Moon doesn't need the ulti, but the chase is on. Looper gets the stun, gets the kill, picks up a 1-for-1, but he's in dangerous territory, gets kicked off and trades his life, and there's the ulti on Froggen. No way out of the hexagon here for this one, but he's got the shield, he's got the damage, and Balls gonna give up his life for that one. Froggen finding his 3rd kill of the game, 100% KP, and Echo Fox able to make this fight a 2-for-2. In this game so far it has been. We'll see if they can keep pushing in with this. Arrow's gonna land onto high. That could be a really good pick. The burst damage is there, and there's the kill picked up. Cajun gets his 1st kill of the game. And nicely done. Keith, they put him on the Ashe this time around. At least it's working for that regard. He's got 3 assists. Those arrows, at least 2 of them have resulted directly in kills for his team.
Yeah, may just try to set up a dive because Balls is not here.
5
yeah, here they go.
Then here comes Looper, here comes the dive. They find Moon, they find elimination. Explosive cast doesn't buy a lot of time. The first kill comes through. Looper onto the turret, makes sure they can go for the next. But Keith pulls aggro, and they've got to block the snipe, and they do so. The 1-for-0, though, they might get the comeback onto Looper, forcing the flash away. He stays alive. He's able to play the split push game, and this has worked for him, actually. Turret destruction, name of the game. Able to answer an inhibitor turret for that kill. I don't think he's long for the world anymore. Doesn't have a way out, not a chance anymore. But it is 3 straight Drakes. Acadian gets his 3rd, and all said and done, 3 kills and a Drake for a turret. I still side with Echo Fox.
He's not probably at that stage just yet, but if he can get there and 1v1 Looper, that gives them a win condition for Looper.
Speaking of win conditions, though, the arrow comes in again. And this one just silly by Moon, though, kind of wave throwing by himself with nothing to play for. Just eats an arrow to the face, goes down, and
Balls TPing in.
TPing in means the play is in. 6,000 health on Baron Nash. Elimination puts some plants in. They look for Froggen, takes a bit of damage. Shockwave not going to come through just yet, but high. Can still pull the trigger. Balls wants in. Can't find the stun, though. Ground duel means the kill's going to come through. The dominated now Froggen is. 3,000 health as Yoda joins the cast. There's the kill. Nice flash to get away from the Shockwave. 1,000 left on the Baron. No chance to steal it away. Moon was already dead. And that's going to be 3 kills already in this fight, and it's going to be a complete slaughter. Echo Fox 3,000 gold with a Baron buff.
Especially if they can grab this next potion, then you have such a massive threat with the Elder from that true damage burn that you've stacked up throughout the game.
So we'll see what comes in. Balls wants the dive, gets kicked right back out on a Frog, and what an explosive cast! Donates the gold lead away, and now it's Looper's turn to run away, scared and hiding as a stun comes in. The knockup flashes the wall to buy a bit of time, and his Q's going to heal him up in a second. The chase is coming through. Acadian still pushing up at the top side of the map, being maybe attacked by Altec, who's probably a bit afraid of the assassin while being one level down, and Acadian going to knock down this turret. So Echo Fox trade Frog's life away for a turret kill. Now elimination and Gate in a duel, but here comes Acadian, gonna land the slow, gonna land the flash, get away. Gate gonna be attacked, here comes the slow, the volley not gonna be enough, and the Gromp might even go for taking a bite out of the Lulu. That's gonna be killed, picked up, Balls finally on the scoreboard here, and this one, High wants to chase Keith. Shockwave already down, of course that was dodged away, Keith flashes, I do believe. And now Acadian on the wrong side of the fight once again, eats a cupcake for his troubles. Kill comes through, and turns out that there's gonna be 3 kills in a row picked up for FlyQuest at cost of only 1 turret. But of course, block it.
Arrow. They might look for Lemon.
You can see Lemon trying to maybe bait out this. He's gonna land it onto Moon, who's tanky enough, and looks like they make the re-engage. The knockup is gonna be there, a big push in. They're gonna find Keith, who overextends for the chase, and maybe throws with the team, but a trade kill onto Moon's gonna come through, courtesy of Looper and Frog, but now it's 2 carries left only on the Echo Fox side. Disengage for now, 4v4. Watch out for the ball, though. High looking for the play.
Completely now. I think their only option is to start the Baron, as Altec is already on the inhibitor.
But a 3v4 Baron is a pretty easy stop, actually. FlyQuest playing this situation as well as they could have with the limited vision they had. And Echo Fox went for risky play. It backfired. They're going to lose out on this.
They just need to stop the bases now. They actually do stop the bases there to get some kills.
And it's going to be Gate going down. Froggen as well, stuck inside the ultimatum. And one more is going to be picked up. Yeah, they got the trade in a High, but it's still advantage. FlyQuest Balls finally getting a dive that's working out for him. In the duel against Acadian, he's running out of health pretty rapidly. Acadian, though, has to be careful. Elimination.
Nice.
The snipe's going to come through. Nicely done. The double kill in for Balls.
Oh, he's actually looking for the 1-on-1 against Frog, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
And it's going to be pretty difficult. Gets stunned back in. Of course, he got Guardian Angel, but he's keeping Froggen out of the fight, which means something, of course. And it's not even close between those two, but the 4v4 still works for FlyQuest. Balls maybe bites up more than he can chew. Lichbane's going to be a lot of damage, and Froggen going to flash ball, going to get the solo kill. And now the re-engage. This could have been an actually huge misplay for Balls. It turns out Froggen was there, and Balls gives up the ghost.
Instead, he tries to force the 1v1 outplay, doesn't get it. And now, FlyQuest
Body slam flash, can't get the explosive casket, was down right now. It's going to be a bit of redemption heal as Echo Fox look for the play. The base is still dying, though. Of course, keep in mind, Frog has to keep that alive against the inhibs, and 2 kills have been picked up already. FlyQuest was able to navigate through this 4v4. Sorry, only 1 kill so far. The base is what's been dying. Keith forced a flash heal away. One more hit will kill him off. All day with the red buff, gets the double kill for himself. And here comes the push to close the game out. Froggen actually can't handle the triple inhibitor. This game will end no matter how that team fight goes at this point. Froggen trying to kite them back in, but FlyQuest surely gonna close one out. It's a 4v3. They've got triple inhibitor down as well. And they've got the structures in their sights. The bot lane of Echo Fox is dead. Explosive cast doesn't mean much. Shockwave buys some time. It's just the Nexus in their eyes at this point, and the damage should be there. They're trying to fight FlyQuest back, but the minions are there, and Balls in the Nexus is going to be ending right now. It's gone. Balls got the TP, got the game-winning call, and the Nexus is dead. Game 1, a rowdy one, but a win for FlyQuest.
If the Ezreal is able to get going a little bit more, have a little bit more support, some damage coming out from that bot lane, they could be a bit stronger in those team fights later on.
Absolutely agree. So the lineups have been locked in. It's not going to be Hypercarrier for Altec. It will be the Varus, and I do want to see which kind it's going to be. Keep in mind, everyone, we are still on 7.5 for this week's matches, so the extra cooldown reduction buff to the Q is not in. That was put in 2 days ago.
And one thing to keep in mind here with the Varus, actually does synergize quite well with Orianna. If you can lock down people with your ultimate, you can set them up for the Shockwave pretty well. You have a couple of different methods to deliver the ball also with both the Shen and the Kha'Zix. You know, Kha'Zix going to be jumping in with the Shen ultimate. If you hit a Chains of Corruption, you follow up with the Shockwave. Pretty good wombo combo in a team fight.
Absolutely agree. We'll see if it comes through. This could be the final game of the series if Echo Fox drops it. FlyQuest would love to pick up a win. Right now, they are tied in match wins against Immortals, and I believe their head-to-head is 1-1. I'm not certain, but I believe that's the case, and it would come down to game score, which in this case, every single game matters. Echo Fox could really do with some wins themselves to stay out of 9th and 10th. Staying out of the Pro Tournament would be a pretty big deal. Gold Coin United and E United are no slouches. You never want to give those options away to you. Echo Fox hope for a match win. FlyQuest hoping to close the series out 2-0, as game score is certainly very important.
And I think if Looper can have a good game here, I think we could see Echo Fox succeed. You have strong backline damage, you have the support of Karma, it's a relatively easy to execute type composition. If Looper can be strong enough to get in there and be extremely disruptive and not just be paper thin, I think it's really tough for champions like Altec, like the Varus, to actually deal with Singed.
King Rush, okay, so this is what I was expecting to see out of the Varus is a...
Moon, if he gets spotted.
Okay, he doesn't see him.
Just out of vision, oh my god.
And this is why you recall in Fog of War like this, by the way.
Yep. Doesn't get caught on lazy recall. There's so many times you actually see pros recalling in poor spots, getting picked off, and just taking the extra little time to go for it. Can set that up. The Looper is 6. They can set up the dive.
Comes the attempt for this one. Ball's only 5. Goes to the top. He's running out of HP way too rapidly. Kill comes through. Easy one for Acadian. Set up by Looper. The Singed mechanics, he clicked the fling, he made it happen. And there's a nice synergy going on as well. Looper with magic damage and Acadian physical damage, so Balls has a Cowl, and oh, there's the ulti on the gate. No way out of this one. It's going to be True Shot Barrage, better damage for Keith. Hugs the wall so he can Arcane Shift if he needs to, but wants to fight Altec for a bit. Does the best he can, but still the kill coming through. FlyQuest get there first.
To execute this play.
Yeah, maybe a little bit slow and sloppy from them, but now it's Looper who wants to play in high, gets the shield. They still want to go for the push, can't quite get the root. And here comes the damage up, but doesn't land the chain of crush, but Acadian goes down to the top. Overdive is massive. The knock up there as well. They're close to picking off Gate. Maybe they can get Frog, and he's running away. But you're right, it was between the turrets. It was an overdive, and it was too hypey from Acadian. They can do it. Mid lane going to be falling pretty rapidly, and the turret is going to drop out of this one. Turret destroyed, out they run. Acadian goes for the ulti, keeps it in all the trunk onto him, looking for elimination. The root is there. Well, they're going to get the follow through. They are. Shenalty not going to come in just yet. Balls just never pulls the trigger. And you're right, I believe it was up, and he just never pressed the button. Just going to wave through against the Singed. Playing a mid lane. AoE shield comes in, doesn't get much done. Here comes the attempted assassination. Altec a bit low, gets the shield. Here comes the dive on in. The shotgun going to catch in the front line. There's top in there as well. And they're going to try to explode them. No kills. There we go. One picked up just now as Looper drops, and the second one got through to Acadian. 2 for 0. FlyQuest get the re-engage. Now Balls shield goes to the front line and gets the flash taunt. Gets it on a Keith. Kill comes through high. Gets the third of the fight.
And that is a great play there from FlyQuest. Shen ultimate comes in. They could look to pressure Baron with jungler down. We'll see if they have a confidence to do it. It's very early. They would still take a lot of damage, but they are known for making these sort of gutsy plays.
Yeah, here we go. The play is in. 3 dead. TP's up, but there's no Smite alive. This should be so hard to stop. Froggen, no ulti can't stop it. You're right. So it's going to be given away. Nicely called by FlyQuest. Take this one in. 5,000 gold lead in the mid game. They have all the tools they need to close this one out. Echo Fox going to get the congratulatory Drake if they don't get stopped in time.
I mean, FlyQuest is running straight to this dragon, knowing there's not a lot of damage on Echo Fox. I think they can get there in time and actually get both, perhaps.
Damage a bit low from Frog. Yeah, they got to run for this one. Moon wants in, gets the slow on the gate. Nice smite comes through. Okay, FlyQuest. Get it all. Tulin now looking for the play on the Balls. Acadian's going to miss the root. Nice juke by Balls to Shen. As slippery as he can, plenty of magic resist, can survive it. Froggen for a little while, the chase still in, lands another slow, and that's going to be the damage picked up. Froggen gets the kill, finally, the second on the board for Echo Fox.
Deal.
You're right, his optimization's not going to change much this game. I kind of have to, like, parse through all the information here. My first instinct is I don't love it, but here we go. Him getting jumped on, quick wild growth. Shen stun as well. That's going to be the damage on Altec. The kill not yet picked up, and the re-engage is in.
Go down.
Just barely lives, and it's a 3 for 0. Echo Fox tried, and it wasn't enough. Altec survives the play, and it's a catastrophe now for Echo Fox.
Would be tough to make it happen.
Yeah, it's in a 10,000 gold deficit. Can the play happen? Can the burst come through for Echo Fox? The shield's going to be enough. Looking for the flank. Here's Sink on one side. Gets whimsied up, but can he find someone to kill? Pulls in one. That's low. Back through. Nothing yet coming in, but Looper's going to lose his life. The 1 for 0. Now Balls just locking up the front line. Not going down, and Gate forced to flash away. The front line survives, and the back line does too. 1 for 0 to FlyQuest. Acadian can't get in. Double kill in already, and it's going to be all the slaughters coming in. Nobody left alive but Keith to sit back and cry. His team is already dead. It's going to be the game and the match over. FlyQuest going to snuff out Echo Fox. Going to get the 2-0. The flash taunt in just for good measure. Doesn't mean a ton, but this game is over. The 2-0 to FlyQuest. I believe they're in control of their own destiny. Match 1 of this week is over. Match 2 going to be an important one as well, as they hope to stay ahead of Immortals in that race for 6-7. GG, FlyQuest 2-0.